In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 4th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Lightning versus Montreal Canadiens. On Thursday evening, the Tampa Bay Lightning are set to hit the road for a showdown with the Montreal Canadiens at the Bell Center, marking an Atlantic Division clash in the NHL. Presently occupying the 4th spot in the division standings, the Lightning boast a record of 42 wins, 26 losses, and 7 overtime losses, accumulating a total of 91 points so far this season. Their recent outing saw them suffer a 4-2 defeat at home against the Detroit Red Wings this past Monday. As for the Canadiens, they find themselves at the bottom of the division standings, having secured 29 victories, 33 losses, and 12 overtime losses, totaling 70 points. Their most recent match resulted in a 5-3 triumph over the Florida Panthers on Tuesday. This upcoming game marks the 4th and final regular season encounter between these two teams, with the Lightning emerging victorious in the previous 3 matchups, notably clinching a 4-3 shootout win at home on March 2nd. The overwhelming favoritism toward the Lightning in this away game stems from their evident superiority over the Canadiens. Recent offensive performances underscore this discrepancy, with Tampa Bay averaging 3 goals in their last 5 games compared to Montreal's 2.75 goals over their past 4 outings. Demonstrating their typical late-season form, the Lightning are currently engaged in their customary push for a playoff berth, steadily accumulating points. While this season may not showcase the Lightning at their absolute peak, they are nonetheless closing in on a playoff position, buoyed by an increasingly resilient defense. Conversely, the Canadiens find themselves relegated to the role of spoilers, with their offensive prowess often failing to materialize. Moreover, the Lightning have dominated their recent encounters with the Canadiens, emerging victorious in 8 of their last 10 meetings, many of which were decided by considerable margins. Despite potential fatigue, the Lightning are poised for success, boasting an average of 3.5 goals per game and encountering minimal resistance from the Canadiens' defense, which concedes an average of 3.32 goals per game. Consequently, the Tampa Bay Lightning money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have encountered difficulties in applying pressure on opposing goaltenders, with Tampa Bay ranking 22nd in the NHL with an average of 29 shots on goal per game, while Montreal sits at 27th with 27.9 shot attempts per game. Although the sportsbooks may anticipate a high-scoring affair, goaltenders Tompkins and Prima possess the capabilities to stifle offensive onslaughts, aided by their respective teams' recent defensive improvements. As a result, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Avalanche versus Minnesota Wild. The Colorado Avalanche are set to clash with the Minnesota Wild in a crucial matchup as both teams vie to improve their positions in the playoff race as the season winds down. The Avalanche boast a commendable record of 47 wins, 22 losses, and 6 overtime losses. Having secured a playoff berth already, they sit with the second-best record in the Central Division, having notched 7 wins in their last 10 games. On the other hand, the Wild, with a record of 36 wins, 29 losses, and 9 overtime losses, find themselves just a few points shy of a playoff spot in the Western Conference, having won 6 of their last 10 games. With both teams aiming to finish the season on a high note, anticipation runs high for what promises to be an exciting game. In their recent encounters, the Wild have either edged out the Avalanche or stayed within striking distance, having been within 1 goal in their last 4 meetings. Particularly formidable at home this season, Minnesota is poised to deliver a robust performance. Conversely, the Avalanche have been less consistent on the road, maintaining a middling record of 18 wins, 15 losses, and 5 overtime losses. Despite the tempting prospect of backing the Wild given the playoff stakes, the safer bet lies with the more skillful Avalanche. Having won 4 of their last 5 matchups against Minnesota, the Avalanche are eager to bounce back after dropping 3 of their last 4 games. Moreover, securing home ice advantage in the playoffs remains a significant motivation. given their stellar home record of 29 wins, 7 losses, and 1 overtime loss this season. Although the Wild are fighting tooth and nail for a playoff berth, their recent string of losses underscores the challenges they face. In contrast, the Avalanche maintained their status as one of the NHL's more reliable teams, still in contention for the Central Division title. With a favorable track record against the Wild, including a recent overtime victory, the Avalanche enter the fray as clear favorites. Despite the Wild's determination, the betting line appears surprisingly lenient, favoring the Avalanche as the superior team with a dominant head-to-head record. Given the stakes, one can expect the Avalanche to come out firing on all cylinders. Therefore, the Colorado Avalanche money line is our full game side pick. In past encounters, both teams have struggled to light up the scoreboard, with the Avalanche failing to score more than 3 goals in regulation in 7 of their last 8 meetings with the Wild. Additionally, in their last 9 matchups, they've gone 6-2-1 on the under. The Wild have also trended towards the under, hitting it in the majority of their games this season and in their last 3 outings. Similarly, the Avalanche have leaned towards the under in 3 of their last 4 games. Given the high-pressure nature of this contest, both teams are likely to prioritize defensive stability, resulting in fewer scoring opportunities. Though opting for the under feels counterintuitive, statistical evidence supports this decision. Thus, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Bruins versus Carolina Hurricanes. The Boston Bruins, leading the Atlantic Division with a record of 44-17-15, are set to journey to Raleigh, North Carolina to face off against the Carolina Hurricanes, who hold the second spot in the Metropolitan Division with a record of 47-21-7. This showdown is scheduled for Thursday evening at PNC Arena. Currently, the Bruins find themselves in a tight competition with the Florida Panthers for the top position in the Atlantic Division of the Eastern Conference. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes are trailing the New York Rangers by 3 points in the race for the lead in the Metropolitan Division, gearing up for the upcoming postseason. Carolina has demonstrated their prowess by clinching victories in 2 out of their last 3 encounters against Boston, including a notable 3-2 win on the road earlier in the season. The Hurricanes stand as a formidable hockey force, often enjoying favoritism, particularly when playing on their home turf where they boast a commendable record of 25 wins, 9 losses, and 4 overtime defeats this season. Notably, the home advantage has proven significant, with the home team emerging victorious in 8 out of the last 10 matchups between the Bruins and the Hurricanes. Despite the even-handedness of the odds, an intriguing opportunity arises as the Bruins, who have garnered a commendable 21 wins, 8 losses, and 9 overtime defeats on the road this season, draw closer to securing the Atlantic Division title. Hence, the Bruins present a compelling value proposition, especially considering the rarity of acquiring plus money on them. Consequently, the Boston Bruins money line emerges as our full game side pick. In recent history, 4 of the last 5 clashes between these two formidable teams have culminated in outcomes falling below the goal total, with the most recent encounter witnessing a modest 5 pucks finding the back of the net. Moreover, neither team has managed to breach the 4-goal mark against the other in over 2 years, indicative of the formidable defensive structures employed by both sides. Notably, both the Bruins and the Hurricanes boast elite defensive prowess this season, commanding positions within the league's top 10 in various pivotal defensive metrics. Consequently, the likelihood of either team embarking on scoring sprees appears diminished compared to conventional expectations. Noteworthy is the Hurricanes' goaltending prowess, which has witnessed opponents being limited to 2 goals or less in 3 of their last 4 overall games, extending to a remarkable streak of 7 consecutive games at PNC Arena. Furthermore, Carolina has trended towards games falling below the goal total, evident in their 4 consecutive instances of doing so. Similarly, the Bruins have exhibited a tendency towards games falling short of the projected total, with 4 out of 5 recent road games culminating in such outcomes, coupled with a 3-game streak wherein their offense has failed to surpass the 3-goal threshold away from their home arena. Consequently, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.